The last few months we've been talking about this a lot, and it's very important to me, and it's very important to every citizen of our country that our tourists, people coming here to see our lovely country, to see our beautiful island nation that we call our home. Um, uh, Tons of historical artifacts. We could write the book on it basically. There's so much to see, there's so much to do, and now we're so blessed to live in this country too. And everybody really admires our country and wants to come here and see the sights. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not coming here anymore, down to many reasons. And the main reason, first of all, is the cost. Obviously, the cost is huge to come to this country. It's nearly as dear as going to Scandinavia, and believe me, I know. But going to Scandinavia, we're not going any further than that. But yes, and then the second thing, obviously, is the majority of hotels in rural Ireland, across Ireland, are used as direct provision centres for people that are coming from Timbuktu and have no documents in a lot of cases. And that's what's happened. So, obviously, that means, too, number one, too, the lack of accommodation can mean the other hotels can put up the price tenfold. And that's what we're seeing, too. So, it really adds into the other problem, too, the main problem, which is cost. But again, the cost is because of the hotels. Majority of hotels are being used up. In a lot of towns, majority of hotels are used up for the direct provision sectors. It's insane. So we're basically just threw the hospitality into the river, pretty much. That's long gone. It seems like it's never going to recover. It's not as bad as February, but it's still down by 15%. This is just March gone by. And it's very worrying. Like, I'm sure we would all agree, it is very, very worrying. Because what was in March? St. Patrick's Day. And it's very, very worrying, particularly because, again, St. Patrick's Day and Christmas, that's the majority of people. Because obviously the majority of people want to come over for St. Patrick's Day to the land of saints and scholars, to the home place of St. Patrick. And unfortunately, it was down by 15%. It's still not as bad as February. February was desperate. We were down 35% or something like that, so it's not as bad. But still, if it keeps going that way, so we see in April, we won't know obviously because it's April the 29th as I'm recording this video. So we see when the time comes, probably we won't know until late May when we add up all the figures. What's the story? But if it keeps going this way, as I say, a lot of travel from was down from continental Europe by 17%. Visitors from North America was down by 18%, and visitors from the West were down by 24%. It's very worrying. Because again, a lot of people are employed in hospitality, a lot of people work in hospitality. Probably in the whole country of Ireland, there's probably 200,000 people employed, or maybe 300,000. It's a big industry. Tourism in Ireland's more than nearly any other place in Europe. It's always been very popular. Because obviously where we're situated is a very unique place. In terms of North American traffic, people coming from the United States, the first country in Europe they usually stop off at is in the Republic of Ireland. So that's usually what happens, and obviously Canada, etc. Then they come, and obviously a lot of American Irish heritage, etc., etc. And then obviously from Europe too, because people going to the United Kingdom might stop off in Ireland. So there's a huge amount of things Ireland has going for it. But unfortunately, again, the government decided to blow it up and destroy it. You honestly think Wick was here with us sitters, the way the government's going with it. But it is very concerning, and we do have to look at it and why it is. And another thing is, a lot of people don't feel safe in Dublin. They see stories, and rightly so, because again, the truth has to be reported. We can't say to tourists, yeah, it's lovely and safe. You can walk the streets with billions of euro in your pocket, and you'll be safe. We can't lie to people because it's a sin to lie to people. But a lot of people don't feel safe. A lot of tourists wouldn't feel safe in Dublin, especially at night. During the days, even I don't know, you never feel safe really in Dublin. Unfortunately, nowadays, nearly in rural Ireland too. Unfortunately, as we've seen in Carrickmacross there recently, you never know where somebody with a knife can just turn up. That's apparently drunk. Again, that's apparently the Gardaí's excuse that he was drunk and he had a knife, allegedly, of course, because being drunk, basically nearly in the Guard's eyes excluded them from this crime, which is insane. But that's another story for a different day. But what I'm trying to say is that's another reason why, because people are too afraid to come here. And to be totally honest, I wouldn't blame the majority of local people in this country are afraid to walk the streets of this country. So it's a sad thing to say, but it's the truth, and you can't be in denial. If we're going to live in denial, we might as well hide under our beds. But yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, it is a worrying trend. And especially, again, we've just seen in February it's down. In January it was down too. So pretty much the whole, probably 4 months of this year, we've been down a lot in terms of tourism. Which is very worrying. But again, hopefully the summertime will pick up. Because again, so many hotels, so many places rely on tourists to come. And the Irish economy too gains a lot from tourism. It's hundreds of millions a year. Hundreds of billions, excuse me. It's hundreds of billions a year. We're talking, I think it's 2 or 4 billion euro it's worth to the Irish economy, tourism. Like insane money we're talking about too. It's worth to the Irish economy. So, it's worth saving, let's put it that way. But anyway, thank you everyone.